Hello again, everyone. Happy October. Welcome to Falls Count Anywhere on the Broadcasting Network. Erik Dunn here from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Once again, happy October to all of you in Red Sox Nation, Patriots Nation. Best of luck with the games we've got this week. Sox and Yankees, Pats, Bills. We're going right into it. Not wasting any time. You guys can find me every Wednesday at 5 on the following platforms. Um, Red Circle, nope, sorry, YouTube, Kick, and Rumble at Rhode Island Broadcasting, as well as on Twitch at RI_broadcasting. You can find me every Wednesday at 5. Then podcasts up afterwards on these platforms: Red Circle, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart at RI Broadcasting. And then on these social media platforms, you can also follow us on U42, Odyssey, Space Hey, Blue Sky, MeWe, TikTok, Parlor, and Patreon at RI Broadcasting. You want to help be a financial member and help support us? Please help support the show at Rhode so you can join the family. Throughout the time we had together, Smackdown Recap from Friday, Raw Recap from Monday, Crown Jewel update on the card, and John Cena, his final match of his career has been confirmed and where it's going to be. And then my wrap up will make closing thoughts. This broadcast of Falls Count Anywhere is the exclusive property of Erik Dunn Productions, Ron Rigo, and Rhode Island Broadcasting for use of our audience. Any publication, reuse, or redistribution by anyone is not prohibited and is given the express consent to be shared and is greatly appreciated. Going into it, let's begin with SmackDown on Friday. What happened? Cody Rhodes kicked off the show and had a segment with Paul Heyman regarding Brock Lesnar. And Randy then came out and returned after he was attacked earlier on in the month by the Bloodline um, to help out Cody against Breaker and Reed. And then the Street Profits defeated Carmelo Hayes and Miz to become the new number one contenders for the tag team titles. Giovanna and Kiana James defeated Minchin and BFAB. Drew McIntyre kept on complaining about the ref's decision um, in his match against Cody Rhodes. And Jacob Fatu came in, and the Samoan Werewolf had a brawl with McIntyre. So I think those two are going to be getting involved. Sami Zayn in a United States title open challenge defeated Javon Evans. And then Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill and Nia Jax to retain her women's title. And it's now going to be her and Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. That is exactly how SmackDown ended. That is how SmackDown ended. And then just going down the line with it here, McIntyre and Fatu. That'd be a very interesting combination there. And then going down to what happened on Raw Monday night. Raw was interesting. However, Raw this coming Monday night, CM Punk is going to return just before Crown Jewel. So keep that one in mind as well. Asuka sprayed Io Sky with the poison mist. Rhea tried to come out to help. Dominic Mysterio retained his Intercontinental title against Rusev. Raquel Rodriguez defeated Bayley, but then Lara Valkyria fended off her and Roxanne Perez. LA Knight defeated Kofi Kingston. Cody and Seth then got involved in a heated confrontation. These two were jarring at it a little bit, and Seth's just taking things to another level in this rivalry. And these two will go at it at Crown Jewel. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeated the Los Americanos. And then in the main event, a tornado tag team match, the Usos versus Breaker and Reed. The Vision then stacked the Usos, but then Roman Reigns returned and blew the roof off the Lenovo Center. And with the help of the OTC1, Roman Reigns The Usos defeated the Vision, and with Roman back, what does that mean for Crown Jewel? No idea right now, but very interesting. Very, very interesting. Great to have Roman back, beyond a doubt. I'm excited to have Roman back, and the only thing I want to know with Roman is what's it going to be like going in order from all that going on? Like, how's it all going to play out? What's it all going to be? And what will the result be from that? But I will say somebody's going to turn heel in this battle. I mean, it's either going to be Roman or it's going to be Jay, and I got a feeling it's going to be Jay. So that is Raw. Now for Crown Jewel, here's what we have right now, and it's the four matches I see right now on the card. Rhea and Io confirmed from Raw Monday night will take on Asuka and Kairi Sane. Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Becker for the Women's Crown Jewel title. Uh, the GOAT John Cena versus the phenomenal AJ Styles one more time. And then for the men's Crown Jewel title, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. That is exactly how it's all going to play out, and it's all going to end from that moment there. Crown Jewel, I think the card is still going to be a little bit more filled out. It's got to get a little bit more out there, get a little more going out there. Um, and the biggest thing with Crown Jewel is we're 10 days away, right? There's still a lot more to work on, right? There's still a lot more to figure out. Um, I'm pretty happy with the way the card's shaping up. It could be a little bit better, if you will. But uh, this is a situation where I guess beggars can't be choosers, and like you can't really pick your own cards. So we go from there. But speaking of John Cena, it has been confirmed. His final match of his career is going to headline Saturday Night's Main Event on 12/13 at the Capital One Arena in DC. Here's the announcement about it. TKO and WWE have confirmed it. Um, Following a year-long farewell tour, which stops at WrestleMania 41 and SummerSlam along the way, Cena will bring his decorated career, highlighted by 17 world titles, 5 U.S. title reigns, and 2 Royal Rumble victories, and a Money in the Bank winner, to an emphatic close live from the nation's capital. WWE's CCO Paul Triple H Levesque stated, John's contributions to WWE are immeasurable. There are no words that can truly relay how much he means to this business. Together with our partners at Advance DC and Capital One Arena, we look forward to honoring the legacy and delivering an unforgettable send-off for both John and the WWE Universe. Um, Angie M. Gates, the president and CEO of Advance DC, stated, we are welcomed and honored to honor John Cena's remarkable legacy. We cannot wait to do it, and we deeply value our partnership with the fans of WWE and the company itself. Um, Jordan Silverman, president of venues at Monumental Sports and Entertainment, said, it is our greatest privilege to host John Cena's final match of his career, a stable venue that has consistently witnessed dozens of marquee WWE events over the years. There is no stage more fitting to celebrate the legacy of a true entertainment icon than our building with a backdrop anchored in the heart of downtown DC. Tickets for Saturday's event will go live on Friday the 17th at 10 a.m. Can be purchased pre-sale by visiting Ticketmaster starting on Wednesday the 15th. Um, the partnership with Events DC will also be on top of Cena's final match, 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker on Friday, December 12th from the Howard Theater, and that is that. But for John, that's a good idea, and I'm glad that they moved Saturday's main event away from TD Garden and moved it over to DC because that means Raw next month is from the Garden, and SmackDown for John next month is the MSG. That's the best way to finish it, beyond a doubt. Because don't forget, after AJ, he has Survivor Series next month, and then his last one on 12/13. But I'll tell you guys, the match he had with Cody at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford was literally, in my eyes, one of the biggest matches of Cody's career, if not the biggest, because it passed the torch. Cody Rhodes is the quarterback of WWE, and no one's going to prove it wrong. Guys, I wish I had more for you, but I don't. But I actually don't. But next week I'll have a lot for you. The crown jewel card, breaking it all down with Ron, giving our predictions and my thoughts. Just real quick, those are Red Sox Nation, Sox Yankees. If they can finish it off tonight, they advance to the DS on Saturday. I don't want it to go to a best of three tomorrow. I don't want it to be a tiebreaker. Now with Lucas Giolito done for the rest of the year now. And then for the Pats, can they upset the undefeated Bills on Sunday in Buffalo? Maybe. Maybe. Anything could happen, right? Um, for those that are also fans of 990WBOB.com as well, that Ryan and I both have shows on, I'm Done with Sports is every Wednesday night at 10, podcasted up by either midnight that evening or the next morning on Thursday. Tune into that and get to know like my inside depth on that because I broke down a lot about the Sox and Pats, and it was actually one of my more happier shows I've done in this calendar year for sure. Hopefully that can repeat next week. But guys, that is it for now. On behalf of the man behind the scenes, Rodrigo, Erik Dunn here saying so long and thank you from my home in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This has been a presentation of Falls Count Anywhere on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Support the show at Rhode Guys, we'll talk to you next week. Thank you so much for watching and listening.